All right, hello, my wonderful students. This is part 3 of Foldable number 3, graphing the tangent function. And for this one, we're going to be using the same formula of y is equal to a tangent of b theta. And, sorry, I had a little hair on there. All right, so once again, we have our a. Our a is going to be, I know it's negative here, but we got to remember that this a is always going to be the absolute value of what it is. So even though it's -2, distance can never really be negative since we're just measuring like distance. So this is going to be +2. So our a, or the absolute value of a, is going to equal to 2. Okay. Then we have our period again, which is going to be pi over b. But in this one, our b is 1/4. So we're going to have pi over 1/4. We can put pi over 1, and so it would be pi over 1, and we're going to multiply by the reciprocal. So it's going to switch this around like this. It's going to be 4 over 1. So this is going to give us 4 pi over 1, or just period is equal to 4 pi. So now we can actually graph it. So we can actually do this right here. Oh, but in order to figure out, so remember this tangent always starts in the center unless we have a phase shift that moves it over, or a k that moves it up or down, which we don't in this one. We are going to take half of this out. So we're going to take the 4 pi and divide it by 2. And we see that 4 divided by 2 is 2, so this is going to equal to 2 pi. So the reason I do this is because that's the distance that's going to show from this side, and this is show from this side. So this, once again, this is going to be 2 pi. This is going to be -2 pi. And the reason why we do this is because the distance from here to here is still 4 pi. But we're sharing the wealth and giving half here to half here so that it stays equal. And then once again, we're going to go here. The difference between there is just pi. The same thing, pi. So it'll be -pi on this side, pi on this side. Then we're going to go ahead and graph our points. We see that our A is 2. Well, let's do our asymptotes first. It's always going to be the asymptotes on the outside. Show that it never connects. Then we see our A is 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Negative. But the only thing different from this one, since our point, or our A is negative here, that means our graph is going to be the opposite way around. So it's actually going to be graphed from the top down. So we're going to have this one is going to be 2, and then here 2, and we're actually going to go downwards when it's negative. And that is our tangent function.